Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. This video is probably a little bit different, but I hope it's really useful for you. Today we're going to be talking about the things that I wish that I was told or that I knew before I went to university. I have just finished my second year of uni. I lived on campus in my first year and I had a private house in my second year, but a lot of that I've spent living at home because, you know, the situation of the world right now. Anyway, that's not what this is about. This is about what I wish I'd known before I went to university, hopefully so that I can tell you these things so that you don't walk in completely blind, but that you have a bit more of an understanding and a bit better of expectations than I did from when I first went. So if this is your first time seeing me, please do subscribe down below. I'm Lara. I create university, geography related content and some things about my faith as well. And yeah, that's it. That's all about me, but let's get straight on into this video. University is not what you expect it to be, point blank. If you go into uni with expectations of I'm going to make all these friends, I'm going to be drinking every night, you'll probably be disappointed. University in itself is very similar to school. You go, you work, you make friends, and that's kind of it. In my first year, as I said, I lived on campus. I was in a flat with 11 girls and surprise, surprise to literally no one. It was very cliquey, it was very, yeah, it is similar to school in that sense. In the same way in your lecture theatres, some people sit on their own, like there's cliques within your group. So going into uni expecting to make thousands of friends is possible. Like, don't hear me wrong, it is possible to make all these wonderful friends at uni, and I'm very blessed in the fact that I do have a load of really nice friends, but they just didn't come overnight. A lot of them actually aren't even on my course. I haven't lived with them. I found most of my friends at uni through societies. I'm a member of the Christian Union and that's where I found most of my friends. And yeah, there are some people in my courses that I am good friends with, don't hear me wrong, but it's taken 2 years to get to this point. Even in my first year, I still felt awkward about going and sitting next to someone or saying hi or putting a message in the group chat because I was still scared of what people would say. That doesn't just go away when you go to uni. You still have the worries and things that you might have had in school, but uni is what you make of it. Uni is very much what you make of it. If you're the person going out deliberately trying to make friends, you probably will make a load of friends, which is so cool. But if you're a bit quieter, you have to put the effort in to make friends. So don't expect it to be this big friend making fest if you don't want it to be. But if you do, put the effort in. Following a similar suit, the people you meet in freshers do not have to be your be-all and end-all. They do not have to be your friendship group. They do not have to be the people that you live with next year. The people you meet in Freshers Week can be your best friends for the rest of your uni career, but they don't have to be. Everyone in Freshers Week is in the mindset of let's make friends, and so everyone is so open to it. So yeah, it's probably one of the easiest times to make friends, but Freshers Week is so hectic. You've just moved to a new city, you don't know anyone, and you kind of just gravitate towards the people you're around. In my case, I gravitated towards my flat, and that was really nice. But 2 years down the line, I could talk to them, but I'm not that close with them. I'm close to people that I've fostered relationships over the last 2 years that I haven't lived with. The people you make friends with in Freshers Week can be your best friends, but don't have to be. So if you go to uni and you're in your Freshers Week and you're like, I've not found my people yet. Everyone always talks about my people. If you've not found your people yet, that is okay. They do come, they are there. Just get searching, join a society. Honestly, that's the best piece of advice I would ever give anyone. Join a society, you will find people with similar interests, within that society. If you're really interested in photography, join the photography society, or baking, join the baking society, or Harry Potter, join the Harry Potter society. You will meet people that are like-minded, and a lot of the time that's where you make often your closest friends. University is what you make of it. If you want to stay in your room all day and just do the work, fine, great, that's what you're paying for. But a lot of people go to university with the idea of it's going to be the big life-changing thing. It is if you want it to be. It is if you make it happen. But it doesn't have to be. Uni can just be the work. It's what you make of it. If you want to go out and make loads of friends, you can do that. If you want to go out drinking and clubbing and whatever every night, you can do that. Corona permitting, of course. If you want to just do really well, you can do that. But they can actually all go hand in hand. I'm finishing my second year. Hopefully. This is the busiest I've ever been with other stuff other than uni. Christian Union, seeing friends, tutoring, work, YouTube. This is the busiest I've ever been. But my academics haven't slacked. If anything, I've got better in the last year. Like, I've had my highest mark that I've had at university whilst caring for someone and doing everything else. Uni is what you make of it, and one thing doesn't have to slack for another, but it is a lot about balance. Don't spend too much of your time doing one thing and not the other. Become a bit more of a well-rounded human. In school, you're very much down this narrow straight of you need to work, your A-levels are hard, they are difficult. And honestly, from my experience and the experience of the people I've spoken to about this, first year of uni is not as hard as your A-levels. If anything, you kind of step down going into university because they've got to get everyone on the similar playing field. If you didn't take this one A-level that everyone else in your class did, you're going to fall behind. But you're not, because it's a catch-up year almost. Second year, yeah, is harder, and I'm guessing third year will be just as hard. It's just different, but A-levels are hard, and you're coming to the end of that, and that's really cool. Well done, because it's not a fun time to be working, but you've got through it. University can be your next step, and look forward to it. And finally, you will change a lot going to university. If you're moving out, this may be your first time. For a lot of people it is, to move out of their family home and almost create yourself. You do things differently when you live on your own. And that transition is just something you've got to work through. You've got to work out when you're doing your washing, when you're cleaning things. You often work out how to clean things. The kind of dynamics, your routine. And that's really nice. It's not easy to step away from your family's routine, especially if you're one of those people that you're blessed and that your parents have virtually done everything for you before going to uni. Step up. It's a time that you will step up, and if you don't, you need to. You've got to take responsibility for yourself when you move to uni. And that's cool and that's exciting, so don't let it scare you. But following on from that, stepping back into your family home, maybe at Christmas or maybe at the end of your first year, is actually quite hard, because you've set your own ways of doing things, your own routines, and to step back almost into your family's routines, there will be little conflicts. There will be things that you do differently and that you don't like how your family do and they don't like how you do. But it is about compromise. You've done it one way, you can do it the other. Transition is hard. If anything, going to uni, creating yourself is easier than coming back into fitting into the mould of what your family expect and things like that. That's what I found most difficult coming back for Christmas in my first year. I was like, I've got all these new ways of doing things, and I do my washing on a Monday and I use this to wash up. Even little things like a Dishmatic or a dishwasher. Like, you don't have a dishwasher in halls. And it annoys me that my family leaves stuff on the side to all be washed later, but I just do it as I go, and tiny little things like that you do just have to adapt to and kind of deal with, I guess. But transition can be hard, and yeah, just making you aware of that, because I was never told quite how hard it might be to come home. So yeah, just letting you know, it's not always the easiest thing to come back home. Just saying. Anyway, that is actually the end of this video. That's all I have to say to you today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope some of this was actually useful and that you've taken it on board, and that you don't walk into uni with really high expectations, expecting everything's going to be perfect, because shock horror, nothing's perfect. This world isn't perfect, and just don't set your expectations too high. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please do subscribe down below, and I will see you Saturday, Monday and Thursday next week for new videos. Bye guys.